What if I told you that on a scorching August afternoon in 2018, rock and roll's most legendary wild man took a wrong turn that landed him in charge of America's most notorious motorcycle club? And what he did over the next 72 hours made hardened bikers weep like children. This isn't just another crazy Ozzy tale. This is the story of how the Prince of Darkness became an unlikely hero. And trust me, you won't see this ending coming. Let's go back to that morning in Beverly Hills. Ozzy's sitting at breakfast when Sharon slides a folder across the table. Lab results came back. Your numbers are all wrong. The cardiologist said absolutely no motorcycle riding. Ozzy sets down his coffee. Sharon, love, I've survived everything the universe threw at me. A bike ride isn't going to finish the job. That's not the... I need to feel something real, not be bubble wrapped like some museum piece. The door closes harder than intended. Sharon sighs deeply, recognizing that stubborn tone. In the garage sits his brand new Harley Davidson, midnight black chrome, barely broken in. At 70 years old, most men settle for golf, but Ozzy? He hungers for that raw freedom like air. He fumbles with the GPS, screen goes dark, restarts, freezes again. Useless, bloody gadget, he grumbles in that unmistakable Birmingham drawl, yanking out a crumpled road map instead. 4 hours later, he's completely turned around in an industrial corner of the San Fernando Valley he's never laid eyes on. The fuel needle kiss is empty. Then salvation. A lineup of Harleys gleaming outside a massive steel warehouse from the 60s. Thank Christ, he mutters. Bikers always know where the nearest station is. But approaching the entrance, he catches raised voices inside. Not hostile, something else. Desperate. 5 decades fronting bands taught him to decode a crowd's energy from sound alone. These voices carry weight. Real trouble, he raps on the metal door. It swings open. A barrel-chested guy with graying temples sizes him up. You lost, Pops? Absolutely, Ozzy admits with that trademark grin. Looking for fuel. But seems like you blokes have heavier concerns. The man, his vest reads Hammer, pauses. Something about this stranger's straightforwardness catches him off guard. Get in here. Maybe fresh eyes help. Ozzy steps into a circle of 16 leather-clad bikers sitting in loaded silence. Vests, ink, battle-hardened faces. But underneath, genuine fear. A woman with silver threading through her raven hair suddenly squints hard at Ozzy. Wait, no way. That's Ozzy Osbourne. 16 heads pivot. Dead silence. Ozzy flashes that world-famous smile. Well, secret's out now, yeah? Hammer shoots to his feet. Mr. Osbourne? Actually you? Unless there's another lunatic Brit stumbling around LA lost, Ozzy chuckles. That'd be me. The energy transforms instantly. These writers grew up on Black Sabbath. A living icon just materialized in their darkest hour. A grizzled member named Axe speaks up. Mr. Osbourne, you walking in right now? Maybe that's no accident. What's the situation? Ozzy asks. Hammer explains. Our president, Big Jake, massive heart attack around midnight. Emergency surgery. He's been our leader for 18 years. We need to elect a temporary president until he recovers, but nobody can agree. He hesitates. Club bylaws say a respected outsider can mediate disputes, or... He trails off. Or assume temporary leadership. Ozzy blinks. He can practically hear Sharon's voice. What fresh hell have you wandered into, Ozzy? But studying these faces, he recognizes something. The same brotherhood he had with his bands. The same family loyalty. Right then, he says carefully, walk me through your bylaws, your issues, and tell me about Big Jake. For 90 minutes, they share. Phoenix, a younger member, describes how Jake pulled him from heroin's grip. The woman, Raven, recalls how Jake taught her to ride when no other club would accept a woman. Axe chokes up remembering Afghanistan, how Jake dragged him from a burning Humvee. Hammer's voice fractures. Jake wasn't just president. He was the father none of us ever had. Protecting his legacy, that's sacred. Ozzy listens, really listens. These aren't criminals. They're a fractured family desperately trying to stay whole. All right, he finally announces. I've wrangled bigger egos in the music industry. Let's sort this out. Hammer stares. You're actually willing to lead us? Ozzy shrugs. Been insane my entire life, mate. This is just a new variety of madness. The first crisis erupts immediately. There's a simmering territorial war with a rival club called the Iron Scorpions. Months of escalating hostility, One spark from bloodshed. We meet with them, Ozzy declares. Hammer looks concerned. Mr. Osbourne, their president, Venom, he's legitimately dangerous. Mate, I've negotiated with record company lawyers. Can't be more terrifying than that. They select neutral territory, a defunct rest stop outside city limits. Ozzy's singular rule, no weapons. We communicate like rational adults. When the Iron Scorpions roll up, Venom, a scar-faced, giant radiating menace, spots Ozzy and sneers. Who's this geriatric clown? Our acting president, Hammer announces proudly. Ozzy Osbourne, Venom barks laughter. A washed-up singer? This some kind of joke? Ozzy steps forward, hands casually pocketed, voice measured. Listen carefully, Venom. I've faced scarier audiences than you for 50 years. Some packed heat. Some packed subpoenas. Some packed both. Want to trade war stories? Venom's sneer wavers. This old man carries unexpected gravity. This territory dispute, Ozzy continues, is pointless theater. You both operate businesses. You both need revenue. Why burn resources fighting over geography when you could multiply profits together? He leans closer. I've earned millions singing about conflict. But real wealth? That flows from cooperation. Ask any successful entrepreneur. For 3 hours, Ozzy brokers. He illustrates how competing record labels formed strategic alliances, how resource sharing beats resource burning. You dominate the South Side establishments, he tells Venom. They control the North Side. Why not synchronize operations? Pool intelligence, protect mutual interests, share proceeds from collaborative ventures. Both sides contemplate this revolutionary concept. Eventually, handshakes, an actual treaty, even a formal partnership agreement. Venom reluctantly admits, "You're something else, Osbourne, respect." Next morning, Crisis 2 detonates. Axe's 20-year-old son, Tyler, got busted for possession.
First offense.
The family can't finance competent legal representation. The kid's facing serious time. Axe's eyes flood. Tyler's fundamentally good, just fell in with toxic people. But the system won't differentiate. Ozzy's expression hardens. This strikes close. His own son, Jack, battled similar demons. This became personal, he says quietly. He shares his journey. Addiction nearly destroyed me repeatedly, Axe. But I discovered something essential. Incarceration doesn't heal addiction. Proper treatment does. He speed dials his attorney. Within 24 hours, the case gets reviewed. Tyler receives community service plus admission to California's premier rehabilitation center. My investment, Ozzy insists when Axe protests the expense. Family supports family, period. That afternoon, Crisis 3 strikes. Raven's 17-year-old daughter, Maya, attempted suicide following relentless school bullying. She's hospitalized but refuses all communication. Raven's voice shatters. She's my universe. I can't reach her. Hospital. Immediately, Ozzy commands. At Maya's bedside, Ozzy discusses his own adolescence. The torment. The darkness. How music became salvation. Music was my lifeline before therapy existed, he tells her gently. Maybe it can illuminate your path too. He returns next day with an acoustic guitar, teaches her fundamental chords. Gradually, Maya emerges. Her psychiatrist marvels. She hasn't spoken in 9 days. How did you break through? I've inhabited dark territories too, Doc. Sometimes you need someone who comprehends. Day 3 delivers the news everyone prayed for. Big Jake's surgery succeeded. He's conscious and requesting visitors. The entire club floods the hospital. Jake looks depleted but alert. What the hell transpired while I was out? Hammer grins. Ozzy Osbourne commanded us, Jake, brilliantly. He recounts everything. The peace accord with Iron Scorpions. Tyler's legal salvation.
Maya's breakthrough.
Years of festering problems, resolved in 72 hours. Jake's eyes glisten. This man accomplished what we couldn't in years? When Ozzy enters, both old warriors lock gazes. Instant mutual recognition. Jake, Ozzy says sincerely, you constructed something remarkable here. These people cherish you as family. Jake's voice cracks. And you protected them when I couldn't. How do I repay you? By recovering and remaining the leader they deserve. Jake makes it official per club protocol. Ozzy Osbourne, we accept you as honorary lifetime member. You also possess presidential authority whenever you choose. Ozzy imagines Sharon's reaction. You joined a biker club at 70? Have you completely lost it? He laughs. I'd be deeply honored, Jake. That evening, the club organizes a massive celebration. A makeshift stage materializes in the warehouse. Phoenix sets up drums. Hammer resurrects his vintage guitar. When Ozzy launches into Iron Man, these hardened warriors openly weep. The lyrics transcend mere song. They're narratives of trauma, combat, and survival these men embodied. During Paranoid, everyone joins, voices reverberating off corrugated steel. As festivities rage, more positive news arrives. Tyler's attorney calls. Prosecution's case crumbles. Rehab begins within days. Axe embraces Ozzy, sobbing. You restored my son's future. Every kid deserves another chance, mate. I received mine. Now he gets his. Maya's update equally miraculous. Music therapy generated remarkable results. She's smiling again, planning ahead. Raven's eyes shine with gratitude. You showed my daughter light exists beyond darkness. When media discovers the story, it explodes globally. Ozzy Osbourne, 72-hour biker president, dominates every headline. Ozzy tells journalists with characteristic casualness, I've bitten bat heads, survived decades of chaos. Leading a motorcycle club for 3 days? Just another weekend for me. Sharon, initially stunned, laughs. 70 years old and still astonishing me. But honestly, I'm incredibly proud. Weeks later, Tyler completes rehab. Ozzy visits. Stay strong, son. Your father believes in you. I believe in you. Now believe in yourself, Tyler's eyes well up. You rescued my life, Mr. Osbourne. No, kid. You're rescuing your own life. I merely provided tools. Months pass. The club still discusses those 3 extraordinary days. Hammer summarizes, Mr. Osbourne didn't just lead us. He demonstrated what authentic leadership means. Power isn't dominating people, it's elevating them. They install a plaque in the warehouse. Honorary President Ozzy Osbourne. August 2018. Music, leadership, and love. This story proves something profound. Genuine rock and roll isn't just performed on stage, it's lived daily. At 70, Ozzy demonstrated that age means nothing when compassion leads. That music heals universally. That family isn't biology. It's who appears when existence crumbles. The Prince of Darkness became a lighthouse for people desperately needing one. And sometimes, getting completely lost leads you exactly where destiny intended. If this story touched something inside you, don't just move on. Hit that subscribe button right now and become part of a community that celebrates unexpected heroes, impossible redemptions, and the moments that prove humanity still has heart. Because the most powerful stories aren't scripted, they're lived by people brave enough to take the wrong turn at the right time. Don't miss what comes next. Subscribe. Share this with someone who needs hope today, and let's keep proving that miracles happen when compassion meets courage. Do it now.